this. In the real world, I'll put the videos out separately. I don't know how far away I'll separate them, but in the real world, I just changed the head field, and now I'm going to change the Hammet, because they just start sliding out of tune a little bit easier, which they shouldn't do, because these hold pretty well tuning. So once they start slipping like that, then I know it's time to change the strings. And it's been a few months. Maybe it was last summer that I changed the strings. If I were like a good YouTube whatever, I would probably go back and look, but you know, content is needed, so why not just do it? Why not just film it and be done with it? I don't remember if I talked about this already, but I'm going to talk about it again. I seriously considered going to one of the Metallica Sphere shows in Las Vegas. But boy, I just went into the virtual queue just to see how many people were there, and it was tens of thousands. There's 20,000 seats in the Sphere. So the chances of me getting in to have the privilege of buying a ticket was incredibly low. So I just was like, oh, never mind. Not even looking at the seats. And then looking at all the resale, like all the scalpers bought the tickets, which Metallica was implicated in a backdoor scheme of them getting money off of that. But all of that started to happen right at the beginning of COVID. So that just kind of went away. I forget exactly what Metallica did, but I remember seeing that and going, oh, that makes sense. They're double dipping on their ticket sales. Because, hey, how much money do you really need? And the answer is all of it. If we haven't looked at all these billionaires and them trying to sell us this AI crap, the answer to how much money do you really need, the answer is always all of it, regardless of what it does or who it hurts or whatever. So, I would have loved to have gone. It would have been interesting to watch him in a venue like that. And I'm just going to be one of those people that watches other people's videos from YouTube. I'm one of those people that watches the concert on YouTube, even if it's just some guy like me who's filming it from their seat. I respect that. And I know that it takes time and effort to do that. But you're not enjoying the show, you're not in the moment. Okay, whatever. Whatever you got to tell yourself to make yourself feel better about not watching, then don't watch. It's very simple. There's millions of videos on YouTube constantly being uploaded. Don't watch. I will be. Would I have liked to have gone? Sure. But just, I mean, it's like, why do I feel so energetic? And like, yeah, this is my second cup of coffee. And it's like 12:30. So I'm like, uh-oh, am I gonna be able to sleep tonight? That's fine. I'll have a bit of whiskey this evening. That'll even out the score. But anyway, how much money do you need? You know, however much you go get. It would have been great to go, but bare minimum, I'm dropping $2,000 to get out there, stay in a hotel, buy your ticket, transportation, food, drink. So I'm like, I got a lot of stuff I need to do around the house, and I would like to take a vacation this year, But who knows at this rate, with the way gas prices are going to start going up. They already have at this point with the illegal war in Iran, that the United States started. The United States and Israel started an illegal war with Iran. Yes, this is a political channel. I'm never not political. I always, that's probably why I'm, one of the many reasons why I'm not popular on YouTube. Because in theory, I could maybe get more views if I were to like play the YouTube game and like la 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 la. But I'd rather just do what I do and document whatever I want to talk about or do whatever. I'd much rather just be me and do what I do and then talk garbage about Metallica's ticket pricing and how they're just itching for more and more money. And I'm not asking him to play for free. I know. I paid to see him in Houston. I paid $300 to see him in Houston just for the privilege of sitting in a seat to watch them from 50 yards away. They were closer than the one when I saw them the last time at that same venue. But, and they're an incredibly popular band, so they charge a lot for their tickets, and then they charge a lot for the tickets, and still 75,000 people showed up. And then even they only played one show. I was even asking for 2 shows. I was willing to drop cash, double the amount of cash to go see Metallica, like a no repeat weekend, which would have been what I would have done with a Sphere. But and then watching all of the resale tickets, which all that scalping crap, like there's that company SeatGeek, which is just like legalized scalping. Ugh. I remember when I was like still like an early teenager, going and getting tickets. You had to go to Foley's. Remember that? I don't know. You probably, if anybody's watching, the only person probably watching this is my sister. Remember going to Foley's? We'd have to go stand in line and wait until 10 a.m. and then the Ticketmaster thing would open and then you could buy your ticket. And then like when a ticket was like $30, it was like $30. I would be so happy if tickets were $30 to go see a big show in a giant venue. If you're going to see somebody at the Toyota Center, you're dropping at least $100 for a ticket, and not even for a good seat. For nosebleeds, you're probably dropping $100. And yes, they gotta pay their people, trucks, crew, lighting, sound, security, merch, and then you're making money on merch. Merch is, if you want to buy a shirt, minimum, if you're lucky, $30, but typically $45, $50 now. I remember buying a shirt for $20. I'm like, $25. I'm like, $25. Now I'd be happy as a clam. If I saw a shirt for $25 at a show, at a big show like that, if you go to like an underground show, then okay, but it's there's a point where I thought there was a point where it's like, nope, you've gone too much, and people are going to stop, and you have to figure out, wait a second, people aren't doing this anymore. I better come down to the people. Maybe that happens. It hadn't happened yet. Resale. Some people were showing resale tickets for the Sphere Metallica shows at like $12,000, $15,000 for 1 or 2 tickets. So like for the price of a mediocre used car nowadays, you can go see Metallica play once. And I'm like, does Hetfield need a new hat? I don't know. What is it? How many guns does Hetfield need? Does he need 10 more guns or something? I don't know. Not even the guns aren't even that expensive. Hell, it's just, I don't know. Where does it all end? We don't know. I mean, we're right in the middle of this illegal war, throwing money at it like nothing, murdering little children in their schoolrooms. We have $20 billion to buy that. But if you start to ask, hey, wait a second, what if we just, what if we want to feed kids in this country? All of a sudden, you know, you get those alligator hands. Oh, I don't know, I can't, you know. This is a very, very, very anti-war channel. Just in case you didn't know, anti-war in almost every single way. And most YouTube channels, especially the ones that are popular and that spend a lot of time selling you things, VPNs and green drinks, and will make sure that they don't get political or don't say anything that's could hurt sales. I ain't selling you crap. I don't have anything to sell. I mean, I could sell like little stickers, but I'm not doing that. Only because it takes infrastructure to do something like that, and then it would mean I would have to do all the work to sell nothing. The only person who would be remotely interested would be my sister, and I've already given her a pile of the stickers for free. She always gets stickers for free. Anything that I make like that, she always is one of the first, if not only person to get them for free. And I will gladly give them to her. Anybody else wants to come along and buy something or get something from me, if you run into me in the street, which I highly doubt, you wanted a sticker, I probably won't have it on me, so sorry. I have 4,000 videos on this platform at this point. Nobody's ever said, oh, hey, you're that guy from YouTube. Which is good. I can run under the radar and I can do whatever I want. I can sit here and blah, blah, blah about how I hate the government and I hate the war that we're in. And I can just make YouTube videos and not have to worry about repercussions or people getting mad. Oh, my fans are getting... I don't have any of that crap. So, we're done. And we're perfectly in tune. Check this out. Can't beat it. Perfect tuning.